Good day, you beautiful people of YouTube. It's the Mad Marine here, and today, well, you ever order something and you're so excited about it because it's what you wanted, you got it for a good deal, and then it gets here, and then you're really unhappy with it because it doesn't work. It doesn't work the least the way it was described to. So I'll give you a little story. This is a Glock threaded 40 barrel, and it should go in a Glock 23 or a Glock 32, and it should work just fine. And, well, it doesn't. Why does it not work? Why, Barrel? Why will you not work? So, I made a first video about this, and I never sent it, but I did send it to the manufacturer, and we'll just go ahead and put that in focus. And, yeah. So, ordered this from Combat Armory. And I gotta say that they've been very responsive with my emails and questions. And they sent me out a replacement. So here's one. And here's two. I don't have this one taped up, so I will not be showing that. However, here is one of their barrels. And I've put both these barrels in all three Glocks. Now, 23, 23, 32. Should fit. For some odd reason, this old one, this is a Gen 2 slide, Gen 3 lower, is the best out of all of them. It works the best out of all of them. Unfortunately, the best out of all of them doesn't mean it actually works. So I'll show you what's going on here. And there's a reason why I don't have this pulled back, is because watch my fingers, watch my hands, no trickery, no mag inserted. And we're going to pull it back to the rear. Sorry, my covering up here. I'm not engaging that, and I'm going to pull it back. Slide stop isn't engaging. No mag inserted. What the hell's going on? Oh, there it goes forward. It's just catching. So right here, I'm not sure if you can catch it, but the barrel is catching on the slide. Again, this is the one that works the best. The rest of them won't go forward automatically. You have to smack the back of it to get it to go forward. Kind of making this semi-auto into a single auto, or single action or single shot, kind of like those old revolvers you have to pull back. Anyway, after every fire. So this is no good. If this were the first one, I wouldn't be too upset. Like, I'd be like, hey, manufacturers make mistakes. Things don't always add up within tolerances. Again, this is the slide that works the best. The others, I have to smack the absolute shit out of the thing to get it to go forward, or to go forward. So it's not working. So I, at this point, don't know what to say. Now, I've read some good reviews about Combat Armory, and they've had some good stuff, and they've made some good stuff. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you, I went ahead and filed this one down a little bit, and it actually now works. That being said, like, I shouldn't have to do this. I had to polish it and take a file to it just to get it to work. And it's still, I don't know if you can see, it's still nicking this thing. These should be drop-in ready. Not that I'm a fan of Lone Wolf, because they have screwed me plenty of times on a few other things. I'll talk about them later. But any Lone Wolf barrel I've ever bought, never a single issue. Dropped in, worked 100%. And these are conversion barrels that go for, like, take your 40 and make it a 9mm. No issues with any Lone Wolf barrel I've ever owned. They've always dropped in ready. And I've probably owned 20 of these conversion barrels. Stormworks is another one. Never had an issue with them. I think another manufacturer, which is called like Double Diamond or something like that, never an issue with their products as well. Granted, I've only owned like 2 of their barrels compared to everyone else. But again, like, this is the best. This Combat Armory barrel works. And again, it just went forward all on its own. So it's ridiculous. Why can't they do a better job? I don't understand. Like, this should be a like, Glock tolerances should be pretty close. If everyone else can do it, why can't they? This is silly. That being said, like, I'm not trying to bash Combat Armory, but I am making you aware of that, like, I'm having problems. 2 out of 2 fail. You know, the sample size is 2, so don't hold it against them like all their products are bad. I'm just showing out of 2 out of 2 is a fail. Now, I'm sure at some point they've created a barrel that works, drop in ready, it's ready to roll. But for whatever reason, maybe just because they're so busy, maybe quality control has gone down. You know, and again, all manufacturers have this. I haven't even shot this yet. I don't even know if it actually would seat around. Probably should give that a go at some point and see if it works. But pretty disappointed at this point. So I'm going to give them the opportunity to correct this and see what they have to say at this point. Hey, if they treat me right, if they've solved the problem, you know, I can't bash them for it. You know, as long as they're taking care of their customers and treating people fairly. You know, if they tell me to go kick rocks, then, you know, I guess this will find its way to the internet, and that's, you know, we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully this will go smoothly. You know how I was telling you guys I really like the Mariglow sights? Well, actually, let me see if I can do this real quick. It may be too much light in here still. So I've got these Mariglow sights, and can you guys see that? No. Maybe not. Anyway, the one on the right, I don't know if it's coming in. The right, this pistol on the right, the far right tritium dot is actually dead. It's not working. And then these are like brand new. And I've called a Mariglow, and they're sending me a replacement. Should be here hopefully soon. And hey, that's customer service for you. Hopefully theirs isn't broken. We don't have a saga continuing. But, you know, hey, give the manufacturers and retailers the opportunity to correct the mistakes. And if they don't, you know, then that's on them. But, you know, I'm not upset that that they're, you know, that you're going to have an issue from time to time, but you shouldn't have repeated issues continuously. So moving forward, we'll see how it goes, and we'll keep you guys updated. But anyway, this is the Mad Marine signing off. I hope you guys have a great one, and I hope this never happens to you. Good day, you beautiful people of YouTube. It's the Mad Marine, and I am, of course, back. Probably going to put this very long, ongoing video all in one, so we'll jump into it. But anyway, we got the Glock 23 here, and go ahead and just show you. Nothing in the barrel, nothing on the face of the slide, no magazine inserted. We're good to go. So, the saga continues with the Combat Armory 40 barrel, and if you can see here, let's see if I get it. There's somewhere. So I took this to the range, and I want to use this barrel in a Glock 32, but because I've been having issues with it, I've decided to put it in a Glock 23, which is the same. Put it in a Glock 23 and let it wear into the 23, or wear the barrel into the 23 before I take it over and put it into the Glock 32, because I've got a bunch of 23s, but only one 32, and I gotta be honest, I'm pretty disappointed. So they did send me a replacement barrel, which was nice. So I have two now. The downside is both of them had the same issue. They weren't, they didn't fit right. They didn't seat right. And when you pull it back, the barrel would lock the slide to the rear, not the slide catch, and that's kind of not good. Did a little filing, did a little polishing, and even still, I took to this range, I did 100 rounds, and I had 3 failures out of it, and basically they were failures to feed. I imagine it was because it was binding up on here, or maybe it's something to do with the feed ramps. That being said, my, you know, sample size is 2, and 2 out of 2 have failed. So when I initially contacted them the first time, said, hey, I got a bad barrel, they sent me a new one, and they were pretty quick on response and pretty quick on shipping. Since then, I've sent them at least 2 emails and at least 2 phone calls, and I have heard nothing. Radio silence from Combat Armory, which I'm a little perplexed. I mean, this has been over the course of 2 weeks. You think it by, you know, you could get back to your customers within a week or 2. You could do this, right? I, at this point, would have to tell you, I wouldn't invest in their product at this point until their customer and service improves or their product improves. And again, you know, sample size is 2, but it is 2 fails out of 2. You know, so again, sample size is 2, but would you want to spend money on this? Now, again, I filed this down. I still had fails with it. You can see where it's wearing into it. And I mean, it's It's almost as smooth as a factory barrel, but it's not. It's not as smooth as a factory barrel. Any other barrel I've ever used, drop-in barrel, has been ready to go. I think, recalling maybe once I had a Lone Wolf barrel that didn't work, and I sent it back to them, and they sent me a new one, and it was no issue. Again, they sent me a new one, and I imagine if I'd had issues with that, they would have replied back. The fact that Combat Armory is not returning my phone calls, not returning my emails, that's just a downer. You know, like that's just kind of like automatic, like, well, if you don't care about your customers, then I'm not going to care about your product. So, hey, you know, take it for what it is. If you've had great experiences with them, fantastic, good for you. You know, you've never had an issue. Again, I've tried these 2 barrels in 4 Glock 23s and 1 Glock 32, and all of them have had issues. So I'm pretty sure it's not the Glocks. I'm pretty sure it's the barrels. We're just going to go with that. So unfortunately, this is kind of a downer to this project. I don't know if I'm going to continue with this 23, working on these 23 barrels, or if I'm just going to sell them off as projects and say, hey guys, like, they didn't fit in any of my Glocks quite right, but if you want to take the time, you could probably get them up and running. Or, you know, I just guess I'll go buy some from another manufacturer that's a little bit more reputable and save myself the headache. I mean, I don't know. I might try to clean this up a little bit more and take it to the range one more time, put 100 rounds through it. You know, if it runs 100 rounds flawlessly, then maybe I'll keep it. If it doesn't, you know, like, with the cost of ammo at this point, I don't think I'm doing myself any favors by keeping it. You know, maybe I can get a refund. I doubt it. Now that I've, you know, actually done something to the barrel as far as trying to make it fit. But we'll see. But yeah, it's quite depressing. I guess I should have gone with a more reputable company. That being said, it was $70 for this barrel. Everywhere else, it would have been probably a lot more. I'm sure these videos are going to be quite too long. I'll post them shortly. The background will change a little bit. I should have taken some pictures and video while I was at the range. Unfortunately, just wasn't thinking about it at the time to try to get this thing actually working. But yeah, this is a shame. Combat Armory, if you decide you want to reach out to me, feel free. I'm happy to give you a fair and honest review, and I think I've done that so far. You know, if you want to try to make it up to me, I'm happy to give it another shot, you know. But unfortunately, this is not a quality product that runs straight shipped. So anyway, this is the Mad Marine signing off. Have a good one.